And we're having sex. Welcome to Cumtown. With special guest, Gregory.
Today's episode is brought to you
Stone.
by Cracklin' Oat Bran.
Oh, really?
My favorite cereal.
You really like that shit?
I love that shit. It was my
Crackling
first
Oats?
favorite cereal.
Is that the
It was
little...
the first cereal I was
fuck.
even aware of. When you could have a favorite, and mine was Cracklin' Oat Bran, and it continues to this day.
Wait, that's not grape nuts, is it? Like the little...
No, okay. Grape Nuts is a completely different thing. Okay. It's a different brand. It's not the word that I said.
I know, but I thought... No, hold on. Hold on. Let me explain myself. I thought maybe Cracklin' Oat Bran...
It's just not Frosted Flakes.
No.
We're talking oatmeal?
What I thought it was maybe a generic version of grape nuts.
No, it's Cracklin' Oat Bran. It's his own thing.
Bran, not brand.
Is this like Raisin Bran without the raisins?
No.
Describe it.
It's like circles, right?
Okay,
But
I'm
sort of-
in.
with
Bran.
sort of squared circles, but then it's oat bran compressed into like circular shapes.
Isn't that what
It's sweet.
grape... Isn't it kind of like grape nuts?
No. It's like raisin
Like a
bran
bunch of
without
grape
the
nuts
bran-
pressed
raisins.
into-
Yeah, well,
a
it's like
circle?
Raisin Bran if you crushed up the flakes and turned them into circles and then added some like honey or something. to
Okay,
them.
all right.
When my mom went on this health kick,
I like that.
she stopped letting us have real cereal. And by health kick, we just never were allowed to have real cereal. But
Damn.
she would buy plain bran and then allow us to put a little bit
add
of
raisins?
honey on it.
Oh. Well, see, that's
And I
just...
said,
Adam's
I hate
Jewish
this house.
Depression era upbringing on the Lower East Side, where they all would eat cereal out
it's
of a
true.
boot.
We lived in one tenement apartment.
Back when the Jews were tough.
Dude.
They love writing stories about that.
Yeah.
Adam learning how to beat off the women trying to go to school.
Yeah, there were about...
Just women on the bus trying to go to school and the trials and tribulations of beating off to them.
Yeah. You only got a quick glimpse, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And to beat off to them real quick on the bus before he goes to his job, working for some Italian man that keeps calling him Kike Boy.
It's true.
You ain't never gonna afford the real cereal, Kike Boy.
There were about 6 months where Jews were tough.
Yeah, they were like
did
boxers
boxing.
and shit.
Yeah. And then we've been coasting off that reputation for
Yeah.
about 100 years since.
I know.
You Jewish?
Slightly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody was tough
You
then.
too.
What?
You too.
No, Italian.
No,
Stone?
he's just got that wild
There are
nose.
plenty of stones.
It's like
that are
American
stone
men are
Jewish.
so far removed from like the men that made American men have like the identity
The
that
rugged
they do.
shit?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm such a bitch.
Right.
Dude, I get sick every time I eat
Dude,
too
I've
many
le-
delicious foods.
I've
too many
legitimately
days in
been
a row.
staying up terrified about this Australia trip, looking at pictures of spiders on my phone. It's like I'm like, the trip is going to be fine. We probably won't see any spiders. And it's like, what if we do? And I'm like, I don't think I can leave America.
You got
I think
those
we're the
big
safe
ass-
confines of American soil.
Nah, dude, I need like days to recover from eating too many po' boys. Like, I got sick again. Like, yesterday I was feeling kind of
Last
bad,
night.
and I still feel don't feel great. I'm going to go home and just fucking...
Set
Just nap.
for 16 minutes and 30
It's because you don't take your pills.
That's true.
You're telling me.
Have you guys ever
timer for
finished
16
antibiotics? Have you ever in your life
Never.
finished a course of
Never.
antibiotics?
Never finished them?
No, I do like 3 days in earnest.
Nice.
And then I'm done.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, I want to drink or something, you know?
And they fuck you up. Like, we're making super bacteria, dude, by not finishing that shit.
Yeah, that's why I never treat anything.
Nice.
I just
it run
let
its
things
course.
fester.
I take them all one day.
Yeah, that's smart.
Whole thing, right?
Pound 'em.
Pop 'em
You
right in,
really
like a bunch
kill
of
those
Percocets.
shits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck you.
Damn, that would hurt. Have you ever finished a course of antibiotics?
Yeah, yeah.
You do?
You're supposed to.
I know, but I never do.
Why not?
Because I forget.
I mean, I can't. I've been only prescribed antibiotics maybe twice ever in my life.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, dude. I just
You never got sick as a kid? I used to get strep throat like every 4 months.
No,
I
my
never get
parents
strep
never used
throat.
to
I would
take me
get
to the
chronic
doctor.
sinus infections, but I just wouldn't do anything about it.
Damn.
I've been on antibiotics.
I wasn't really a medicine head, you know.
Yeah,
It's kind of
yeah.
like you get sick and then you don't go to the doctor and you wait until it goes away.
Yeah, yeah. That's usually what I do, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It was interfering with my life. You know what I'm saying?
I finished all the medicine when I got shingles that one time.
Got shingles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
80-year-olds get
Back on the
shingles.
Lower
know.
East Side when he was
Back in the
working
old
for that Italian man.
Yeah, it was kind of
at
a
the
shingles.
at the meat hook factory.
It was a shingles.
Look, we do
polio
it.
hybrid.
Look, we do one thing here, Jew boy. We make meat hooks. We don't get diseases. What's come from the lesser races?
They let you fucking freeze it
Yeah.
out. They put you in the fucking meat locker.
Adam's
till you're better.
1930s Jewish American story. This in the second act, him and his friends scare a food cart guy, and the food cart falls down the stairs and crushes him. And Adam ends up in a reform school, being sodomized and mouth fucked by Kevin Bacon.
What is that movie? Sleepers.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
Sleepers.
fucked up,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. It's about you.
That
It's
is
about
not a
me.
chill movie, bro. Kevin Bacon is really raping those children a lot.
Yeah.
It
Yes,
is cool when they kill him, though.
Adam's life story: The Adventures of Faggy Marsh. And it's
Yeah.
him.
And then Faggot Goes West is
Yeah.
the second one.
Of course. I love talking about Five Goes West. We mentioned Five Goes West maybe, I don't know, on 20% of the episodes, I
Well,
would
that was
say.
my guy, dude. I thought because I thought he was Jewish.
Fuckful.
Yeah, and I thought I've said this before, but I thought Aladdin was Jewish when I was
That's
a kid
crazy.
too. Well, he was wearing the little hat.
He's so
Guyvel
cool.
goes breasts.
Guyvel
Yeah.
grows breasts.
Guyvel goes
Well,
breasts.
Did you think Aladdin was Jewish because he was stealing from a hardworking
Oh, by the
fruit
way,
vendor?
Greg Stone is the guest on today's
I
episode.
said that, I said that immediately.
Said
yeah,
it,
we've
yeah.
been
but
on
he
that.
kind of said Gayeg.
This is
No,
a
I
wild.
said Gregory.
Yeah, we never. Do you guys plan things to talk about on your thing?
We don't even have enough chairs
Yeah, I mean,
for our podcast. Well, that's why I feel very comfortable here.
That's the thing, man. Real comics, Riff City, baby.
Yeah.
You don't think about shit. You sit around with your boys. You talk about Adam's Jewish upbringing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Alphabet City.
Yep.
His family came over from Latvia.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I want my son to be a coward. I want him to grow up to be a coward tattletale. Don't disappoint me, Adam.
That is so fucking funny. You went from just like dodging the Soviets and
Yeah.
like having to know how to use guns and shit.
Right, coming
No,
here,
it's bizarre.
opening a
Yeah.
glove factory. Now you're a podcast
No,
coward.
Yeah, dodging the pogroms. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had this Holocaust survivor come into school once and talk to us when we were like 4th grade.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, so the Nazis come and my mom gives me diamonds. She said, these are the family diamonds. So I ate the diamonds. And then when I get to Auschwitz, I take a shit. And then I go through my shit and I find the diamonds and I eat them again. And we were like 9 years old. We were like, yo, that's fucking gross.
You ate shit diamonds?
What she did was just
That bitch.
the
that's
whole
how
time she was in Auschwitz, she would eat.
She
her
was
own
eating,
shit?
she was
Yeah,
finding
she was
the
eating
diamonds in
jewels
her
out of
poo-
her own shit.
in her poo.
Which honestly sounds
And
like
then the
Jewish
Nazis
heaven.
are just like let's just show people this woman.
They'll get it. They'll get it.
Oh, were we wrong? Were we fucking wrong?
Yeah, they were like they brought her to our school to like teach us like about
Yeah.
She's
like, hold
survival
on.
and
She
stuff.
shit diamonds into her own hand. She just kept eating them.
She's like,
Once you get the taste for shit, you can never.
It's like bears and human blood. Once Jews taste shit diamonds, they can't stop eating them.
barely enough shit diamonds for all of us to eat. And she's just got shit smeared all over her face.
We got in trouble. Like the teacher we got yelled at for laughing at this Holocaust survivor lid. But we're like, we're 9, dude. We
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
handle
yeah.
that shit.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Just don't tell us about the Holocaust. We're not old enough to know about
You know,
it.
I want to go back and watch the Seventh Heaven episode where the son or the daughter discovers that there's a Holocaust survivor living like next door.
Oh, I don't remember that.
What?
The tattoos. She's got an Auschwitz tattoo. I
Oh,
bet that
nice.
one's pretty funny.
Yeah.
The pedophile dad.
That whole show is so funny.
Oh, yeah.
I should go back and watch it. There was a video project I wanted to do with that show that
Oh, yes, yes.
I need to rewatch the show.
Mm-hmm. Any excuse to rewatch all of Seventh
Every
Heaven.
episode of Seventh Heaven.
Jessica Biel, right?
Yeah.
That was her
Yeah.
Got kicked off the show for being too hot.
having big-ass titties.
God damn.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
She was on Seventh Heaven?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
didn't know that?
Ass?
That's where she got her
She
start,
was the
dude.
daughter. And then the son was that
She
guy
was-
Barry.
She was a
something.
nice piece of ace.
Remember her ass
Yeah.
in the Adam Sandler movie?
Of course I do.
That's the only reason people watch that movie.
Salute to, that was a great that was a great casting choice by the Chuck and Larry brothers.
Yeah.
Because it was like, yeah, we're gonna watch. Her titties are nice. She's like in a wet bra in that. You'd see her ass.
She's in that Texas Chainsaw remake too.
I remember that.
Did she ever show bare titties?
Was critically panned.
Definitely does. I'm
but
gonna
it's
go
not
Mr.
bad.
Skin right now.
The Texas Chainsaw remake.
It wasn't bad.
People hate it because there's no reason to remake the original, which is like a masterpiece, but
Right.
it's still good.
Yeah, it's like a solid movie.
Yeah.
I
Arlie
know-
Ermey's great in it.
Who?
Arlie Ermey.
Great name.
Arlie Ermey.
Is that the army
I just
guy?
wanted to say.
Yeah, Arlie Ermey was the drill instructor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
Arlie
in,
Ermey.
in Full Metal Jacket.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then he was on all those like TLC
I'll rip off your head and
shows.
shit down your neck. That guy.
And the guy from, he was in the Neil Diamond movie with Jason.
Yes, Saving Silverman.
Thank you.
I love that.
Saving
movie.
Silverman,
Neil Diamond
a.k.a.
movie.
the Neil Diamond movie.
I couldn't believe
we
you
all
caught
knew
that. I
it
was like,
immediately.
Afro
We
is
all
now.
knew it immediately.
We all did know. I didn't want to mock you, but you're correct.
That should be called the Neil Diamond movie.
I mean, it's as close to quote unquote the Neil Diamond movie as you're ever going to get.
Yeah.
There's not going to be another movie that's ever made that's even remotely in the territory of being what you could
About
call
Neil Diamond.
the Neil Diamond
yeah,
movie.
yeah. That's true. That's a good
So
point.
yeah, that makes sense.
I wonder, is Neil Diamond a plot point in any other movie that's ever been made? There
No.
has to be at least one or two.
I told Evan Williams that Caroline's on Broadway was a Neil Diamond themed comedy club, like Sweet Caroline, and then that's why there's diamonds on the stage. And he was like, "Shut the fuck up, man! Really? That's fucking crazy, man." No, of course not.
She was nude in a movie called The Sinner.
Yeah.
Jessica Biel.
No, that's
about-
a TV show.
Is that a TV show?
She was hot.
She
in
pops
that
titties out in a TV show? Was it on HBO?
I don't know. It was on like AMC, but they do whatever they
Nice.
want now.
I just remember
she
the rules.
masturbates her little sister in that show as well.
How old is her sister?
Jessica
Yeah.
Biel masturbates
Little
her little
enough to be
sister.
hot.
Yeah, yeah. Great answer,
Jessica
buddy.
Biel
Little enough to be hot.
She was nude in something called Powder Blue.
Okay.
Yeah, she was hot in that too.
Okay. All right.
All right, she shows titty.
I got a nice day ahead of me after this podcast. Actually, I don't. I'm going to stop beating off
Why?
because, man,
It makes sex worse.
yes, I've been back to my soft dicking ways recently, and I want to change those.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
we might have another sponsor on the show at some point. But I mean, we're filled up. We're filled up as far as ad space goes. But they're a dick pill company.
Dude, yes,
And we're
we're,
good.
we're losing whoever. They gotta go. Betty and I can kick fucking rocks. Dude.
No, don't
We
say
need the
that.
dick
No,
pill.
we gotta
no,
do
no,
the-
no, no, no. Come on, stop. You can't make business decisions like this on the
No,
air.
dude, we can. That's the whole point of this fucking podcast. Is we just do dumb
First
shit.
of all, I handle all this shit. Now will get us the dick pills one way or the other.
all right.
Okay, but here's the thing.
Fucking worry about
Okay,
it.
all right.
They
all
can't
right.
pay us in dick pills.
Wait, I think I know. Are they real?
How
dick
about
pills?
this, bitch? They can pay me in Stavin dick
Yeah,
pills.
100%.
I'm not
And
impotent.
you can suck our now finally hard dicks.
Yeah, dude.
All
Just
right.
our rock hard cocks. Fucking one cheek each. I got the left. Nick's
You
got
guys
the
can
right.
get dick pills. I'll take the money.
You sell me the dick pills, I'll give you the money.
there you go, baby.
I can use some
Actually,
dick
that's right.
pills.
I'll flip some dick
Yeah,
pills.
you'll flip the dick
on the
pills.
Be
block.
erect during everything I do.
Oh, my neighbor's
Everything
back from
but
jail.
sex.
Dude,
Oh, yeah?
I used to think dick pills were kind of pathetic, but like if you made a pill that just made my legs walk for me,
Great point.
I
Great
never had
point.
to walk. It's
Great
like,
point,
oh
brother.
yeah, I went on a 35-mile walk today. People are like, you tired? Like, no, I just took leg Viagra.
Yeah, yeah.
They just legs just walk.
What are you mad about
I don't have to
dishwashers
fucking
too?
do
And,
shit.
like,
Yeah, I need a pill that made my body do all the fucking care.
Sounds awesome, dude.
Yeah.
God, yeah. I was hooking up with this girl, and the first time we hooked up, it was fine, but it took me a couple go rounds to get my dick really pumping.
What is a go round?
Like,
Yeah, what is a go
we're
round?
making out. She's sucking me off. We're about to fuck. I
Oh,
put the
nice.
condom on. As soon as dick skin touches latex,
Down.
the boy starts. Yes, exactly.
That's awful.
It's tough.
You know
Like
what?
getting up to get the condom and then your dick goes
And
down.
I know it's a race against
Miserable.
time. Yeah.
Miserable.
Anyway, we
That's why you
finally
got
got
to
a
keep
nice.
the gun pressed firmly to your temple the entire time. You got to
Get your
know.
Creole
So you
style.
feel
You got to know
alive.
there's one in the chamber.
So finally, the first time we hooked up, I get hard, and it was a good. It ended up being good dicking, but the second time,
Good digging.
But the second time, I was like, I can't risk this. I'm gonna try some weird DP like juice that someone mailed me, a random fan, and it did not work that night. And I was like, great, this thing doesn't even fucking work. And I couldn't even that was a very pathetic showing, but I made up for it with a real marathon pussy eating sesh.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? And then it was just a get head situation. You know what I mean? We're both getting head instead of fucking.
Dude,
that's
that's funny how you
so
just
sad.
document it.
You're talking about it like what you had to eat that day.
Yeah, what the
Yeah.
fuck? I'm I want to tell everyone out there suffering from having a fucked up little dick that doesn't get hard that easy sometimes. I'm here for you. Representation matters. Anyway, whatever, it was fine. Then, but that was the night before I was flying to New Orleans, and so I'm like, man, that dick pill, I can't believe that shit didn't work. I wake up from a nap on this Delta flight, and I'm just wearing like basketball shorts on the flight, and I am hard as shit. it like kicked in 18 hours later, and just not in a sexual situation at all.
Do you
I'm
jack
just
off on the plane?
Stiff as hell. No, it was just my dick hurt. It was that hard that my
Yeah, I've been
penis
there.
hurt. And there's just like a woman next to me. I was napping, bro, and it was just like you could just see my cock. And I did not.
Dude, if you ever get a little bit flaccid, I got
Yeah.
this move I do every time.
I'm listening.
So I just watch Stranger Things,
Okay.
and then I don't know what it is about that show. Like, I don't know if it's like the mystery,
Yeah,
but something
yeah,
about
but
that
like
show
the fact that it's
gets
like
me
6
hard as
little
hell.
That is so funny. Oh, your dick doesn't work? What the Have you tried visual stimulation? I'm really into that kid missing a tooth.
The little boy that looks like a lion.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I don't know. There's something about it.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
what
yeah.
it is, but I get rock hard every time I watch Stranger Things.
Are there any other shows that maybe have that same effect?
Yeah, there was one with the old guy, and he had these 2 black children
Okay,
back in the day.
yeah,
I don't know what it is, but
that
that's
one too.
also
Yeah,
gets me
yeah.
rock hard.
What about the Brady Bunch? Does that ever work?
Only if it's weird because when the parents, I guess, turn me off. I don't know why. I think maybe they're because they have so many rules. I don't know. What it is.
Yeah. That's pretty cool, man.
I don't know, but it's just like those random things. I think are
Yeah,
like because
yeah,
maybe it's
yeah.
like how some people think about baseball.
Yeah.
I don't
You
know.
think about children.
It's not the children.
Yeah,
it's
it's media. It's media.
Yeah, it's media.
It's specific media.
Yeah, maybe it's puppets because I watch Sesame Street.
Yeah.
That gets me
Yeah,
going.
that gets me-
Could
yeah,
be the
yeah.
puppets.
That's a good tip, man. I'm gonna try that out. No joke though. If there was
About Breastomy Street.
Breastomy Street,
All the Muppets got tits.
big ass titties.
yeah.
Would Elmo's tits be red, or would there be tits underneath?
No,
his
it would be
fur?
like just regular black lady tits
oh,
coming
black
out.
lady tits.
Coming out of yeah, just a black woman's
Are all
tit.
Muppets black?
I thought so. I mean, either black or Puerto Rican. It's
Yeah.
like Harlem.
Yeah.
Sesame Street is like 238th Street.
That's
it's just
true.
deep into the Bronx.
Way uptown. No,
Yeah.
no, they're Dominican. It's
Yeah.
Washington Heights.
Jeez,
Yeah.
Grover, what comes after D? Damn, Elmo, you stupid. With your big ass tits.
The first season, they kept having to
Yeah,
ask the
remember-
neighbors to turn off the reggaeton so
Yeah,
they could
yeah.
finish filming.
Damn, Elmo, you dumb as shit with your big ass titties.
Them big titties, Elmo though. That's some big. So Elmo's black titties. Grover definitely has black titties. Snuffleupagus is already brown.
Yeah,
Big Bird's Puerto Rican.
yeah. Bert and Ernie are just gay men. So
Yeah,
I don't know
Yeah,
if they would have
are
tits.
in the regular show.
Yeah.
God, I would love to watch Bert and Ernie have sex.
You can easily do that.
Yeah, I guess the internet's full of that.
Yeah.
Which one's the top and which one's the bottom?
Bert's definitely the top. That's why Ernie's so
Yeah.
chill.
Oh, interesting.
Bert's got all that pent up top
Bert
energy.
is
Yeah.
Bert's the yellow one.
Yeah.
Ernie's the cool one. Who's
Yeah.
getting fucked in the ass.
Yeah, Ernie gets to be...
Yeah.
No, actually, you know what? I
No, I
think Ernie
think-
probably fucks Bert in the
No,
ass.
because
No
Ernie,
way.
Ernie gets to be fully gay, which is all he wants.
Yeah,
true.
Yeah.
He's just to be fucked. Whereas Bert,
Nah.
he's middle-aged now.
I think-
Bert really, what he really wants to go do is fuck 17, 18-year-old twinks, which is in every gay man's heart.
Yep, true.
They just want to fuck young, hot ass,
Sure,
but
of
now
course.
they have to have relationships because they fought tooth and nail to get married.
They could just be having that party we were letting them have off the books.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you wanted to legalize it. All right, well, there you go, boys.
I ain't gonna pay taxes.
Yeah, right. Now you're stuck fucking Ernie for the rest of your life because he pays half the rent. The disability checks he gets, not taking his AZT.
I don't know, man. I could see Bert being the fucking getting fucked.
No.
Nah.
Bert's like
He's
Bert's-
too wound up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's not
yeah.
too like Bert.
But maybe that's what it
Ernie.
is. He's a sub because in his life he's
No,
so.
Yeah,
no,
You know what I
Ernie,
mean?
Can you
just
stop
wants
living
someone
out loud so much? Can you
Tops,
stop being so...
tops hate themselves. Tops are like Bert because tops still have this like need to fuck, which makes them kind of not gay.
I told you.
Whereas the bottom is like, yeah, just fuck my ass while I sashay around the apartment and not have AIDS or whatever.
This is an interesting theory.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
good.
Yeah, I told you.
Anyways,
90,
I'll tell you this,
99%.
You can fucking bet on it.
Yeah, you can bet on what kind of gay guys are. The characteristics of other gay guys.
And you can bet on it at betthesi.com, the number one premier sports betting website.
that I do not believe should kick rocks. I
in
want
the-
to be
yeah,
very
they-
clear. I love this.
They can
website.
kick rocks all the way to the Hollywood Walk of Fame, where they should get their own star. Because
They
not only
should.
are they a star, they've never raped anybody. Which is the two prerequisites for being a star in the Walk of Fame. Anyways, betthesi.com, they got an easy-to-use, simple mobile app.
Nice
It's an app that
interface.
goes on your phone, believe it or not. You
that's-
download it onto your phone and play, bet, win anywhere you fucking want. They offer live in-game wagering. You change your mind about a bet, you go ahead and fucking change it in the app, which is easy to use, by the way.
I love that.
Uh,
I love that it's easy to use.
yeah, yeah, I know, me too. That's the thing that I really love.
Yeah.
Adam, what do you love about BetDSI?
I love the 24-hour
Yes.
customer service.
24/7, baby. 3 o'clock in the
24/7.
morning, you're gambling. Right?
You're like,
You call somebody up,
yeah.
and you say, you know,
Ernie could fuck Bert, right?
yeah,
You think,
right. Where's the section on the website to bet on whether Bert fucks Ernie? Or,
Call them. They
them
will
up.
answer that question.
they are dying to hear hundreds of people call in and ask.
Ask them what button you click to bet on whether Bert fucks Ernie
Yeah.
or Ernie fucks Bert.
The BetDSI customer service was designed to answer questions 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Yeah, Prandeep in Hyberdad.
call him
up. He's an expert on that.
Yeah. Do we got any fucking picks?
Yeah, well, the NFL season is back, and
yeah.
we got a lot of action.
A lot of action.
Always, you bet on the Ravens. Always.
Every time, bet on the Ravens.
To work out.
The Ravens.
Look, did that work out this week? No, but we got robbed.
Ravens
bro.
Yeah.
rocked the Bills week 1, though.
Yeah, did we get our fucking tushy smashed? Bert and Ernie style Thursday night against the Bengals? Sure.
This
but I
is
can
what
tell
I
you
would
this.
bet. If you can bet this, I would bet the Bills to go 0-16 this year.
Oh, you can't. You can
They
definitely
have
bet that.
but
I would not bet that.
I think that they would lose to Alabama. They have no defense or offensive line.
I would not bet that.
They are pretty bad.
All right. Okay,
football
Baltimore
team.
is against the Broncos -5. Lock of the century. Take the Ravens
at home
We are at home
at M&T.
getting 5. Or wait, we're -5.
Yeah,
Damn,
the
take the
Broncos kind of
Broncos.
suck, dude.
What? For real?
Yeah, they're not.
Are
that
we
good.
getting or taking 5? I can't tell.
They should have lost to the Raiders this week.
If we're
Anyway.
getting points, take the Ravens. If we're not, take the Broncos.
Brilliant
That's the pick.
insight. Just
If we're the
mind-
dogs, take us. If we're
the mind
favorite,
of a mental genius.
And as you know, the NBA season is just around the corner,
can't wait.
and Stavros and I will come in with some educated picks.
Oh yeah,
NBA, don't be gay. That's the motto.
Yep.
that's right. And that's BetDSI's motto, too.
BetDSI.com and use promo code CUM120, capital C, lowercase UM 120, and you get 120% bonus on your initial deposit. So you put down $100, you get $280, something like that.
240.
120% of $100.
I think that's $120.
That's 120.
It's
That's
like
120.
Nah,
That's
it's like-
200.
It's
So
like
you get-
$270.
no. You're thinking it's
So the
no, it's 120.
It's what 120%
120%
of $100.
120% of
$100
$100.
more.
First of all, there's no such thing as more than 100%.
You can't. You're right. But how much
So-
have I been given?
Yes, there is.
No, there isn't. So to do 120%,
Yeah,
you do 100%,
You can have 200%,
and then it
something.
loops back around.
Yeah, to 20.
No,
So 100% is 100.
No, you start off at 100 because it's already 100, but then it's 100%, so it's 100 again, and it loops back around starting at 100. So then
It's
it's
120.
no
An extra 120, a total of
No, because
220.
it's half of it comes off, so it's 50 plus the 20%, so it's 70, and then 70 is percent of 100 is 70, so you get $270.
Doesn't sound right to me, but folks, check it out and let us know. DM us. Let us know how much money
let
you
us
got. It's going to be a good amount.
Dude, hey, bet on it.
Bet on it, pal.
Bet the SI. You're gonna like the way you.
When you're here, you're family. Bet DSI. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Bet
Love
DSI.
Bet DSI.
All right. Okay.
And we're back.
And
We're
we're
back.
So
So
what were we talking about? Oh yeah,
Bert
Bert
and
is
Ernie?
definitely a
Yeah, yeah.
self-loathing homosexual.
yeah. Ernie's at the parade.
I gotta rewatch.
Ernie's on a
been a
float.
while.
He's wearing just like a silver thong.
Dude, I guarantee
He's
you, Ernie
twerking.
gets off from like just pure penetration.
What
He
do you
just
mean?
loves it.
Getting fucked?
Yeah.
Like,
Ernie's
he
all
jizzes
about.
If he's as
all
gay
about,
as you say he is, he should get off sucking dick. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if you were to declare that Ernie is, in fact, that homosexual, I would demand that he ejaculate from sucking
No,
dick.
the top also sucks the dick because they got to prep the whole area.
Yeah.
you know.
Tops
and
do
then
that.
they put it. Then
Really?
Yeah.
they suck
Nice.
the dick. They eat the ass, and then
I can see them eating the ass.
the
What do you if you just
'Cause
do
they-
it all? I would do it all.
Yeah,
I'd
get
fuck,
a little piece
I'd get
of
fucked. I'd suck. I'd lick.
yeah, that's true.
That's
Why
the
would
thing,
you-
man.
you know?
and this is why
Multifaceted.
this is
That's
why us straight guys don't understand. We can't understand the gay
yeah.
community. That straight man would say that. Why don't you do it all?
No.
That's like some people have like specific things that they have.
I don't know.
rolled.
I don't know if I don't know.
Yeah,
if,
that's why we're straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we would
I'm so
fuck
straight.
and
I'll
get
fucking
fucked.
die. That's how I'll do it all.
right.
I'll fuck anything.
Yeah.
I fucked a Wile E. Coyote I won at the boardwalk in Wildwood.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I fucked him. She was like life size. I cut a hole in him and
She,
I fucked him.
it was a man.
It was anything.
Yeah.
It was a doll. I got
Did
hard
you
on the
really
fact
cut
I
a
was
hole in
fucking
it and fuck it?
Yeah. Yeah, I fucked 2 steaks. I never told you the 2 steaks. Yeah, this football player told me.
Nah, shut up.
Yeah, I swear to God. He goes, a vagina feels like 2 steaks. So we took 2 steaks that were my father had fucking defrosting.
Where the fuck are my steaks?
Yeah.
Oh, here they are, delicious. Somebody already prepped the béarnaise sauce.
yeah. I think the first step in gay sex is you lock eyes. And then the second step is you say, what part of the boot are you from? Where are you from in Italy?
Yeah.
Then they say where their people are from. And then they just prep the area, maybe do a little...
Yeah, great riff,
Dick
cute,
sucking.
real
Yeah,
cute.
yeah. What do you, let's go back to Greg is fucking steaks. over
Greg,
here.
yeah,
continue.
Greg was having sex with steaks.
I'm
and Wile E.
fucking these,
Coyote.
so I'm fucking these steaks. This is a wild story. I fucked him, and then my stepfather came downstairs, and he was just like, he literally was like, "What the fuck with the
Yeah.
steaks?"
You go, no rules, just right, governor.
And we ate them.
You
You
ate
ate
them?
the
Yeah,
steak?
because I'm not going to admit that I fucked the steaks.
Did you wash them
I'm
off?
not gonna. And he knew. I swear to God, he knew because he was making eye contact with me. Like, now you gotta fucking eat them. What the fuck? Well, we cooked them. You cooked it off. You cook it off.
That is fun.
What do you want, man? It was a game of fucking. He knew. We all knew.
It was a game.
But nobody was gonna fucking admit it. So we all ate
chicken
them.
and you all just crashed into your cock.
That's like Bert's
Yeah.
origin story. How Bert became gay and why he's such a self-loathing homosexual. He was forced to eat his own cum by his stepdad.
That is unfucking.
Did you wash the
believable.
steaks?
Yeah, he like put them in the oven.
It's like
No, you washed them,
a young
like the
13-year-old Bert
'Cause,
and
like,
his friend
he
just
would put 'em on a plate.
experimenting and sucking his friend's dick. And he's like, yeah, I don't know if I'm really into this, but I guess we can try it. And his stepdad like barges in. He's like, what are you doing, you little fucking queer? Okay, we're going to treat it like cigarettes. You want to suck a dick? I got everybody from the local 512 coming over tomorrow night for poker. And you're going to suck every one of their fucking cocks. And it's a young Bert being just brutally raped by an entire union.
Yeah.
And he thinks about that every time he penetrates Ernie. He's like, who's gay now? Who's gay now? And Ernie's like, I am, Bert. He's like, shut the fuck up! But we're gay together, Bert. Just shut up, Bertie! Okay, I'm gonna go take a bath.
Oh, that's incredible, dude. You didn't come on the steaks, did you?
That's what I was
Yeah, I
asking.
mean, like, what do you think?
Of course you did.
Let your
So that's
story
what I'm
go the
saying.
way
Did
you
you
want it to
wipe
go.
them off or something?
Well, like I didn't. It was just like you fucked them, and then you just kind of. I was gonna,
What? What? Did you wipe the cum off?
Yeah, where's the
It's a
Yeah,
very
no, there was no
simple-
cum on the steak.
Okay,
There's
I
no
wiped them off.
cum. You
So
wiped
it's
them
just
off.
cock,
Okay.
We
like,
wiped them off, and like
cock debris is all that's on the
Yeah.
steak.
Oh, so you
Well, when
keep
you think
saying
about
we.
it, the
No.
a dick is like cleaner than most of your body because like, I mean, a dog's mouth doesn't have any bacteria.
Yeah.
It's like so it's like technically the cleanest.
yeah.
Yeah.
that's what I like to put my dick in a
Damn,
dog's
my
mouth.
ass is so clean too. Then.
Yeah. So, yeah. Unless there was like some sort of toxicity to the peanut butter, I really don't know.
That's why. So, did you fuck them yourself, or was your friend who told you about fucking steaks there also?
No, see, he wasn't. He was like he was telling everybody. He was like the cool kid in town,
Gotcha.
and I overheard
Of
it.
course. Oh,
and I was
nice.
like, "Well, I'll take this home."
So
for
this
me.
is secondhand knowledge.
Yeah.
You weren't
Wait,
even doing this to tell him about it.
No.
You just like, that's a good tip.
How old are you again?
13, 12, young, 12, 12.
No, how old are
13,
you now?
37.
Okay, so I'm trying to place. Is this pre or post internet?
Way pre.
Yeah,
way,
yeah,
way pre.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wait,
Because
you
kids don't have weird situations like that anymore.
No, because they can just Google like what does
beat off
vagina
the
feel
pussy.
like.
Oh yeah, there's 8-year-olds now that are like 37-year-old homosexuals.
Yeah.
Where they're like, well, I know exactly what I'm into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I've been in a relationship with Marcus since probably last San Gennaro. That's where we met. I was with my family. I was 7, and we locked eyes. He was helping Tony Danza stuff cannolis.
But you guys are younger. You guys fucked weird shit when you were younger, right?
No,
Not
I never
really.
fucked
Yeah,
things.
pillows.
Why not?
I didn't even
the
fuck. No,
pillow.
I always just beat off. I like figured out how to beat off when I was like 9 or 10.
Oh,
I
man.
thought about trying the American Pie thing, but no joke, I was too fat to do that to a pie. There was one time where I very seriously considered fucking one of those. It wasn't a whole pie. I didn't have access.
Yeah.
But those remember those little snack pies?
Yeah.
You guys remember those?
Yeah. Like
Those
the
rule.
auntie grandmas.
Yes,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
They have
Those are
at the
those are
bodega.
good.
Those
Yeah.
are
They
incredible.
still have them at the bodega.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Ooh,
See,
I
that's
gotta-
what pissed me off because when that movie came out, I had already fucked the steaks, and I was like, "It's not a fucking pie; it's steaks. It's not enough consistency in the
American
pie.
steaks.
What are you doing?"
If one more time, we're going to ask you to leave the theater. You can't yell at the screen.
Greg keeps pitching American Ribeye. It's like, wait, it's the exact same movie, but he fucks 2 steaks. Yep. You don't even have their act. You don't even have character names. It just says Shannon Elizabeth, and the guy from the Neil Diamond movie. Oh fuck. Anything else? Was that the weirdest thing you fucked?
No, definitely not.
Is it the only thing that you fuck inanimate that you fucked and then eaten?
Yes, that's the prig.
Okay.
That's
This
the
We're
thing
such
that makes
great
it
interviewers,
special.
dude. We're such great interviewers.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, it's like we have a show. It's like Charlie Rose, but it's Charlie Hose. And then he just pisses all over the guest's face at the end. He's like, my guest today is Donna Taut, author of The Goldfinch. We're here to discuss her latest work, In Progress, the story of a boy who discovers his mother's love of ballet late in life and bonds with her over it.
his Me Too.
Donna, thank you so much for being here. Well, I'd like to thank you for welcoming me to. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I begin pissing all over your face too early? I didn't know. Yeah.
His Me Too allegations were so funny because he asked that staffer from his show to come over to his house, and then he went upstairs, and he came downstairs wearing a robe with his cock out in the middle. And he's like, what's the matter? You know?
Yeah. Haven't you ever seen a man wear a kimono before?
I like to think that it was totally tied up, but it was so short, his cock was just like half down. You know what I mean?
He came
Like-
downstairs in. He came downstairs in a Looney Tunes fitted and Stewie pajamas with his penis pulled through the fly. What's the matter? Have you never seen a man in a Kmart Looney Tunes fitted and Stewie pajamas before?
That was one of the first times a woman touched my penis is because I had these SpongeBob pajamas that were like this in college, and I was too much of a pussy to like, make a
So
real move.
you would pretend to be women's beds.
So yeah.
You would throw
I
out
would
their
put a
mattress.
fitted sheet all over myself.
You'd throw out their mattress. And lay down on the bed platform. Dressed up like their children's sheets that they brought to college with them.
No, but I had the fucking the button popped off my shit, and my cock just popped out. And it looked like I just made a very aggressive move and just pulled my cock out while we were making out. But she was into it, so I was like, "Nice." So thank the Lord for that faulty button.
Yeah.
Because I got my dick smurfed off because of it.
Smurfed off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She put
It's because it's small and it's blue.
Yeah. There was no the circulation was completely cut off. My dick. She had to breathe life in. She was just massaging blood into it. It wasn't even sexual. It was like a baby that's born like premature.
Were you like,
Just
was this back when you were like 360?
Huh?
Was this back when you were like 360?
I was
375.
No, this was right before.
Hell yeah, dude. The weight of the Xbox.
420.
Yeah.
360.
I was pretty fat. I was probably about as fat as I am now.
Yeah. You were so fucking fat when we first started hanging out.
Yeah, I was fat as shit.
That shit, it was so funny watching you walk to your car.
Waddle.
Just like,
Yeah.
I remember me and my friend Brendan being like, I don't think he has knees.
But I had strong, resilient knees, the knees of a warrior.
Yeah.
The kind of knees that, you motherfuckers could never support that kind of weight with your little bitch-ass knees.
Yeah, I mean, we could if we had
No,
spent a
no.
lifetime morbidly obese.
No, you could not. You
Yeah.
have women's knees that would buckle under the weight of all the fucking beautiful fucking...
Look.
that much warrior.
No, you're forgetting. I do have a 140-pound weight vest that I can wear. I loaded that shit up and I'd walk around in it and I'd be like, damn, this is his life every day. I guess that would put me at 300 pounds.
Yeah.
Or it would at the time. I've slimmed down quite a
But,
bit.
no, I was not that fat. But
Yeah.
my dick popped out of those... I gotta get those sponge... They were very comfy. That's gonna be my move from now on.
What?
Just wear pajama pants and have my cock pop out. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a little cock flop. Yeah.
You figure it out, baby girl.
Mm-hmm.
You know what to do from here.
Should I get a tent? I'm going to do the Bobby Kelly move and get into camping this fall.
Nah, fuck that, dude. Camping's fucking gay.
Nah. I like
Glamping,
it.
that's where it's at. Getting an RV.
Getting an
I don't-
Airstream.
Don't put your sneaker on the couch itself.
It was for the art, man. I apologize.
All right, yeah.
It won't happen again, but I had to get in the fart position.
I'm already upset about people spilling oil on my fucking.
Yeah, but
My
would
leather
anyone have
couch.
guessed that I was not one of those people? No.
No, I didn't accuse you of it. I didn't even assume that you had
I
done
know, but I'm saying
it. I mean,
I'm
I
pretty proud.
probably did it. I don't think it was anyone.
I'm pretty
but me.
proud of not spilling oil on the couch.
Yeah.
Yeah, where else is the oil coming from?
Anyway,
That's the thing.
look, one more question about
Probably
what Greg
a little
fucked.
piece of linguine, maybe.
Nice.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
slurping up noodles and it just splashes
Flies
all
through.
over the place.
I
I have to
get that.
take my glasses off when I eat because I'll just splash food all
Oh
over. them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a fucking
Been
dumbass.
there.
You know what I'm saying?
I really want to know
I'm
what
one of
the
these
weirdest
mental
thing.
retards, you know? The psychology retard.
I want to know what else Greg has fucked, man. So Greg,
I mean, the steaks, of course.
The steaks, Wile E. Coyote.
Mattress, always go with the mattress. You put
those are
little
probably the
napkins there.
weirdest ones, right?
But it hurts because it's got that metal lining. And so you
on the box spring.
Yeah, it's like it's not really. I had
Yeah,
heard
yeah.
someone fucking mattress, so I tried, and I was like, "Nah, that hurts."
Greg, did you see the video of the man with Down syndrome in Saudi Arabia fucking the front of the car?
No, I wish I did.
incredible.
Yeah.
It's
a
so
great
funny. It's
video.
this guy with Down syndrome who's got to be 4 feet tall, and he's watching a video of like
Yeah, he's
pornography,
watching porn
and he's just fucking the front of a car
in
daylight.
in daylight. And this guy comes by and like looks at him, and he looks at the guy, and then just goes back to
God bless him. The guy knows what he wants. He does what he likes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
chill.
What were you guys talking about with this model? Who's this model?
There's a
check her
fashion.
out.
The fashion
Oh,
industry
yeah.
is now like trying to ramp up.
She's not even the hottest
inclusion.
girl with Down syndrome.
No, there's hotter Down
That's
syndrome
my
girls.
problem is like even in the world of Down syndrome, you picked like a 3.
Oh, really? She's not hot?
No.
I thought
No,
she
she's
was.
not that hot.
Maybe I'm just thinking of the hot Down syndrome girl when I said I would fuck.
No, so yeah, I guess
I like
there's-
that like you hear model with Down syndrome and your job as a stand-up comedian is to like be like, okay, how can I criticize this? As a professional comedian, you can't just be like, oh, good for her.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I mean it
okay.
is.
I just googled hot chick with Downs, and you get a whole bunch. You know,
Nah, that
she's
one's
not really
not
for
that
me.
good.
She looks like
Whoa,
Sherry
go
O'Terry.
over.
Well, that's a baby.
Let me see.
It's hard to tell if it's like a.
What's Sherry O'Terry doing now? She's probably insane, huh?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that
Look at her. She's believing in the wind. You know.
Not,
It's like-
not into it.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
not into it,
that's
but
her.
it's like
That's her.
yeah. I guess
This is her.
There's a hot
That's
one.
her.
Oh, she looks like a child.
Yeah.
So
She's
I'm
not.
in.
I whatever. I mean,
Sorry, I don't know why. What were you saying?
Yeah,
Keep that
it
away
was
from there.
weird.
Keep that
Like,
away.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I guess she
wires.
walked in New York Fashion Week or something, but I watched an interview with her and her mother, and her mom's clearly evil, and she's
Oh,
like,
really?
Yeah, I mean, she's like, just
Yeah, so she's like, yeah, she really loves Victoria's Secret. We're gonna try and get her in, some Victoria's Secret ads.
That's weird.
she's like, yeah, people are looking at her not because of her mental defect.
retard.
No, but they're looking at her because she's a celebrity now.
Oh,
And- but it's like
brutal.
it's like you're just
She's just a
pimping out
stage
your
mom.
daughter,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
she's like, they asked her questions, and she was like, she can't really communicate. Like, her mom is basically, I guess there was like a picture, like a before and after picture of her that like went viral, and the fashion industry saw it, and they were like, we need this Down syndrome.
They were like,
girl.
thank God.
She
Yeah.
walks down the catwalk looking like she thinks she's supposed to be stomping cats to death.
It
Very
seems
heavy-footed.
it seems incredibly exploitive, and it's presented as inclusive,
Yeah.
But,
Well, I think it's ableist not to want to
Yeah,
fuck
that's
her.
what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to protect that girl. By criticizing her and calling her a heavy-footed drunken pony. I'm trying to protect her from her exploitative
mom.
mother, who
We're
who
not the bad guys,
Obviously,
the mom
doesn't
is.
care about her as much as I do. The observer of all of this.
Yeah, it's
You think if anyone was arrested for having sex with a mentally disabled person, their defense would be like, Your Honor, that pussy ain't retarded, though. You know what I mean? You think that would
Is
stand
that
up
like
in
the
court?
being
the
inclusive.
classic David Tell joke?
yeah,
Is that really a...
Yeah,
Them titties
yeah.
ain't retarded.
them titties
You're
ain't
right.
retarded? Yeah.
Yeah, you know what are you gonna do?
I mean,
Thank you,
that's
Greg.
like an Adam Friedland level.
No, I mean, what?
Yeah.
I think I was... you think I listened to David Tell and
No, I
stole
think it
it?
slipped your mind and you just didn't.
Yeah, we're
like-
talking about a
We've
retarded
talked about that
person.
bit on the show before. So.
Yeah.
I mean, truth is the truth, you know.
No,
Thank
but let's
you,
be
Greg.
fair. Let's be fair. Stop. If Adam had just said that, you would immediately jump down his throat. I would too.
No, but
Rightfully.
you would have.
That's my job, and you would have joined me.
I probably would
You know
joined.
that. You know
I mean,
that.
listen,
Of
eventually I
course
would
you
have
would've.
joined in. After a couple minutes, I would have
Yeah.
been like, all right, let's... If you didn't tuck yourself out, I would have joined in, you know?
Me? No, I'm going 12 rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice, to have that reputation of a remix comedian.
And you did it to yourself.
Uh,
Moving on. You did it to yourself by doing those things.
So, yeah, but the funniest part about that girl, just going back to that retarded
Is that
girl,
she has Down syndrome.
is that she has Down syndrome.
Yeah,
No,
that's
is
the
that-
funniest part.
no, in high fashion,
I
like
considered all of it, and the funniest part is her face.
in high
Thrown it
fashion,
through the
like,
program. We thrown it through the computers. And,
Boop, 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 boop. The funniest part is how wide her neck is. Yeah.
No, the funniest part is that high
That
fashion
she
is
has
kind
traps
of,
like Tom Hardy in Warrior.
they do dress like actual models in runway shows, kind of like retarded people.
yeah, ooh.
So it seems like
derelict.
it kind of does look like with her wearing the clothes, like, oh, this is extra wrong.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean.
Also, I mean, you're trying to get the whole thing about being a model is like you want people to fuck them. It's like that's why you're
No, you just want people to hang the clothes off.
Yeah, they're like
That's why they all
clothes
look like
hangers.
that.
Yeah, they have no tits.
Yeah.
There's 6'2". They
But
look.
they're not ugly. They're all
They're
the
like-
highest level of you want to fuck them.
No,
No,
I think
I literally-
I-
I-
But you think models aren't?
There's not a
No.
single supermodel you could point to that I would look at and be like, wow, I really want to fuck.
No,
this
that's
person.
not true.
some-
No,
that's not
no,
true either.
I'm okay. First of all, it's true because I'm saying
No, you're
me.
no. You're
fucking
lying.
dumbass.
You're lying to yourself.
No, I'm not, dude.
Yes,
There's
you
not-
are.
I've never seen
There's not a single model that you would really
supermodel. No, I mean,
Tyra
models.
Banks in her prime. Come on, bro.
I mean,
Tyra
that's
Banks
dying.
today.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I would fuck Tyra Banks today. Heidi Klum.
Heidi
is hot.
Klum?
Yeah.
Victoria's
Nah,
Secret.
yeah.
No. Oh, get the fuck out of here.
No, no,
That
no.
one, Leo, the Israeli
Leonardo
one, Leo,
DiCaprio?
Yeah, Leo.
No, man.
Leonardo
You gotta be. You gotta be. You gotta be.
Bar
two-
Raffaelli.
200, at least 220 pounds for me to be like, damn.
Yeah, but like I guess they're like I guess they're trying to not have those kind of women anymore.
My,
What,
my
hot
favorite
ones?
is that underwear company. The underwear company that's giving Victoria's Secret, quote unquote, a run for their money, according to like BuzzFeed or whatever.
Macwell.
No, they had the advertisement with like the girl with Down syndrome, and then the girl next to her has a colostomy bag, and then the third girl just has vitiligo. And it's like, imagine like you're the girl with vitiligo and you're showing up to that shoot, and they're like, "We're trying to showcase people that are just like severely disabled."
Yeah.
Just like just the fucking most abject, just freaks that you can fucking
Yeah.
find. It's like
Carnies.
somebody with a genetic disability that's going to shorten their lifespan and they'll never be able to live alone. Another person that shits in a bag everywhere they go. And you, the girl with skin that's kind of splotchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the Italian guy who shows at the diversity show.
Yeah.
Which,
Anyways,
I would do
now
that.
we can talk about precious underwear.
I love precious underwear.
Yeah, I love taking my underwear off and then getting better underwear. In fact, I've never worn underwear in my life until I went to MacWeldon.com and got underwear.
Really?
Is this an ad? Or are you
Yeah,
guys-
it's
Oh,
an ad.
we
No,
love
we're just
Mac
talking-
Weldon.
Oh, I love it.
We're talking about Mac Weldon underwear, which is great. Fellas, if you're new to underwear, you're out there, you're tired of... I was personally tired of getting just cuts and scrapes all
Yep.
over my penis
My
from
cocks.
the inside of my zipper.
Exactly. Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
never knew that there was an answer to just not bleeding profusely and just constantly just scars. My penis is covered in scars. For years, I didn't know that you could go to MacWeldon.com
Your penis is a cutter.
and no longer do you need to paint your shit in Joker makeup. You can fucking go to MacWeldon.com and get a pair of the most comfortable underwear you'll ever wear because they believe in smart design, premium fabrics, and simple shopping. It's easy. Point, click, underwear. They'll
right.
send them to you. That's their motto. Mac Weldon, point, click, underwear. You go, you check it out. They got easy-to-use customer service. You call them up and you say, help me with the website. I'm nude.
Yep.
I'm nude in the
Does
Starbucks.
Bert fuck Ernie or does
Yeah.
Ernie fuck Bert? You call them up.
can ask them
Operators are standing by.
Yeah, they got a line of silver underwear and shirts that are naturally antimicrobial, which means that they suck up odor, right? So you smell bad, possibly from all the dried blood that's been left on the inside
From
of
your
your
scabbed up nuts.
just being scratched by your burly ass denim that you have to wear on your way to your totally straight job. The other straight guys. You put on that underwear, you get some smooth textures all over your cock. With that naturally antimicrobial shit to suck the stink off of you.
Love it.
So check out MacWeldon.com and use promo code Cumtown, CUMTOWN, and get 25% off of your order. And tell you what, if you don't like the underwear, you can call them up, complain about it. They'll refund you, and you can keep the underwear, no questions asked.
Damn.
MacWeldon.com. They're great. And we're back.
And we're back.
I saw a really funny porn title the other day. It said first of all, it described the girl as a dimwit. It said, which is such an old term, right?
Yeah.
Like who's searching for dimwit on X videos?
Yeah.
So it says dimwit panal
Nice.
panal sex, which I've never heard that used as a term before.
Panal?
Panal, and one word.
Anal?
Like
I've
it's-
seen-
Yeah.
That's
Are you
around.
sure it's not penal?
No. Yeah, I thought
The penality of anal sex?
yeah. No, it was like panal ass sex, which is kind of redundant too, because
Sure.
you have the anal element of the panal. But yeah, I thought it was really pretty novel.
Yeah.
That a dim.
I've seen panal thrown around.
You've seen panal on the.
My favorite, I saw on
On
X
X videos?
on X
Yeah.
videos one time, it was some German porn. And the title was just Titten Party, but one word. It's a German word for a titty party.
Yo, hell yeah. That's my fucking political
Yeah.
party. When I started, it was going to be the tit. I'm
Ich-
moving to
ich-
Dusseldorf and being prime
Ich liebe
minister.
die Titten Party. Yeah.
I
Were
saw-
the Titten parties socialist? It's like, not technically. In fact, there's a lot of misunderstanding in terms of what socialism meant back in those
Yeah.
days.
That's right.
Where are you guys getting your porn from? Where do you go? What's your site? I just want a new site.
I've been getting back into the imagination, the theater. of
No,
mind.
you haven't.
Yeah, I have.
Really?
Yep.
That's what I'm trying to do. Like I
No.
said, I haven't beat off in a couple days.
I don't watch.
What do you mean?
porn
No,
that
I haven't.
frequently.
What's with you guys challenging me on the?
Well,
my own opinions?
I stand by mine.
classic liar.
I don't. That is a weird challenge.
to use your imagination?
Yeah,
I can't.
Why
I don't
can't
think
you
I,
see Nick getting into his?
Tell you what,
imagination?
dude. Doug, I seriously have been, and my dick gets harder using my imagination.
It
It takes
does.
a while
Does it?
because at first you can't do it,
Yes.
and then once you can, it's like, oh, that's been the problem. Is that I'm like I have 9 different cams open at once on
course.
Chatterbait or whatever. And you're like, I'm masturbating to. It's like I'm like
have a grid of
the
cams.
architect in the Matrix. Like, ergo, my penis will become hard before I even come. Before my penis has even become hard, I've already come. It's a foregone conclusion. What is he say? Vis-a-vis.
Ergo.
Yeah, vis-a-vis my balls have ejaculated. Ergo.
But yes, no, you're right. At first, you cannot get hard at all with your imagination.
Yeah.
Once you break through that barrier,
You are the sixth
feel like
iteration.
Neo. Yeah.
You are the 6th iteration of this hard-on today. And I will beat you off, and I have become very good at it.
Yeah, for me, jacking off is like a sweet treat these days because I live with my girlfriend. So I can't jack off while she's there.
It's rude.
It's incredibly rude. She's constantly jacking off while I'm there.
Really.
Yeah, but I have to
'Cause you're
accept
not a
that.
man.
I have to support that. When I went back to my parents last week, I jacked off like all day long. I'd like jack off in the middle of the day. I
In
told
your
you guys.
body
I
mouth.
told you guys. I used that fucking lotion that my mom.
Yo, that's right. That's
My
right.
mom had CBD lotion.
Whoa.
Like
had
weed.
menthol in it, and he put it on his dick and then cried.
Yeah. I was like for an hour, like my dick was in pain, and it was about to be Rosh Hashanah dinner with my parents.
Rosh Hashanah. Why do you have to say it like that?
It's Hebrew.
Say Rosh Hashanah.
Rosh Hashanah.
Rosh Hashanah is not how you say it.
I don't give a
Rosh
shit.
Hashanah.
Rosh Hashanah.
Stav's over here talking about gyros or whatever. He doesn't do that. He says gyros.
He doesn't say
He says,
gyro.
he says
I'll-
Rosh Hashanah.
Every once in a while, I say gyro, but I usually say gyro.
Yeah. He says Rosh Hashanah and he says
I'm not
gyro.
lying.
You're a liar.
I do
You're
it all
doing
the
it because
time.
you think you're better than everybody else with your special holidays.
I have my own holidays. You know what the holiday tomorrow is?
What?
Martin Luther King Day.
Yom-
Martin Luther
Yom
Vandross Day.
Yom Kippur,
The Day of
the
Atonement?
Day of Atonement,
What is
and
that?
I have to apologize for people I've
that
hurt.
Simpsons episode where Principal Skinner's on the phone. He's like, well, I understand the parents are mad, Superintendent Chalmers, but I mean, it sounded so made up. I mean, Yom Kippur, come on.
I have to apologize to all the people in
Skinner!
my life that I've hurt,
That you've wronged.
which means that you guys are going to be getting phone calls
I
tomorrow.
can't wait.
Yeah, and
I
I'm
will
going to say,
never. I will never pick up my phone when I see your name.
you pick up all the time.
Never once have I picked up. The
I'm
phone.
going to call up and I'm going to tell you, Nick, that I apologize for nothing. For absolutely.
Now I want that
Nothing.
apology.
Now you want the
Do not
apology.
deprive me of those apologies.
My sweet apology.
The apology I didn't know was coming. I'm now furious. I've been denied my apology that I'm owed.
Yeah.
In
Nah.
terms of pornography sites, though, Greg,
Yeah.
I think it sounds like we're all just X
videos,
guys.
X hamster.
video.
Yeah,
you know what?
I don't
I'm gonna
like
let you in
Pornhub.
on some little secret.
What is with the rating system on Pornhub?
Shut the fuck up. XNXX.com.
I've used that one for
That
years.
Shut the fuck up. It's an aggregate for all the other aggregates.
I think it's just X videos. bro.
Ergo.
Ergo, we have become very good at it.
Really? I
aggregate
thought
the
X videos was. Oh, I thought it was just X videos, but maybe I just find all the same videos because it's an aggregate.
Why is Pornhub like the top videos on Pornhub are like 78%? The rating system on Pornhub, the curve is like a lot more.
Worst jacking off session ever. Yes, those guys.
They have like comic book guys that are like
Yeah, it's so funny the people that rate
like
porno.
who's giving it the thumbs up and the thumbs up.
People
X
that listen to
videos
the
is like
show,
everything's
probably.
like
yeah.
it's
People
all
that
our
listen to
fans.
Cumtown.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, my Cum podcast is late, and this pornography is not as good as I would like it to be.
Yeah. It's labeled penal, but
Wh-
she's barely
Yeah.
screaming in agony.
Penal.
I like how a comic book guy easily becomes Jimmy from South Park.
Yeah.
But why is the pornography not as good as it should be? Hey, Timmy, are you beating off today?
What do you use to jack off, Greg, now that you don't fuck steaks?
Well, I do the lobster tube.
Lobster,
It's
dude.
actually, at first, it's
Oh, I thought
scary.
you were describing a physical thing, and I'm like, you don't fuck lobster. No.
Yeah, he's a
wait,
37-year-old
wait.
man who just takes discarded lobster shells.
That's a website?
Yeah, and I was
Yeah.
scared because like I don't want anything to do with a lobster involved with masturbating. But it is just like a pretty good site.
It's
and
a pretty
like,
good porn site.
they don't update it fast enough. But besides that,
Well, they
You
do
have loyalty.
lobster because it's red, and they didn't want to copy the red tube.
oh, that makes sense.
That's what I think it is.
They use a lot of red tube things in there.
As that restaurant Red Lobster, I was always like, well, that's what it should be.
Yeah.
You know?
As opposed to what?
Yeah, right, exactly. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's supposed
Yeah.
to be fucking red.
Yeah. That's a good closer, dude, for your act.
Yeah? What's going on with your act now? Is it still the story about...
No, I'm
going-
not. You can stop it. Stop it. Because these fucking clowns, they just repeat everything you say to me just 1,000 times a day. These fucking fat guys just telling me.
Whoa.
How about instead of a
Sorry,
closer for
sorry.
me, it's a
Absolutely.
point for you to make in 3 weeks on this show.
Stop it. I just hear poo poo caca 1,000 times a day. Because
Yeah.
Nick made fun of it
No,
one time.
I didn't make fun of it.
Yes, you did.
No, the What Are These Podcast guys did. That's
Well,
where that
then
started.
Those guys roasted you?
Those guys got
Well, they
That's where
roasted
it-
all of us.
No,
But
they
like
were-
effectively they
They
roasted
did.
you.
They played. Look, they reviewed our podcast.
They
and
played one
your
clip
stand-up.
of one line.
They're like, now you
From one
probably
bit.
think that these guys, their stand up isn't so much similar to the podcast, but here, this is Adam Friedland from the show doing stand
It was
up.
a 5-second clip, and it was very
You
highly
probably
edited.
think it's like, more mature or whatever, not as juvenile. Let's hear Adam Friedland stand up.
Like, I did a poo poo, a pee pee,
Cut.
poo poo caca, my caca
a
pee
bunch
pee.
of shouts out to everyone who saw me this weekend and came up and was like, "What's his name?"
Yeah,
I forgot that bit. I forgot we were doing what's
Dude,
his name.
is so goddamn funny. Yeah, my parents and I went to the New York casino. What's his name?
My
Out of
dad?
context, what's his name is like the
It
funniest.
is very funny.
Good.
It is good.
Yeah, whatever. So, yeah, fuck those. What is this podcast? Guys.
Actually, I like them.
What happened there?
I think they're good.
There's this podcast of these like two dads in like Buffalo, New York. where
They're
they,
two
they
funny
re-
guys that are good at
They're
podcasting.
chill. Yeah,
They
they're chill
review,
bros.
they review podcasts.
They make really good points,
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
about stand-up comedy.
And they
Yeah.
reviewed our podcast and they just could not. They got so upset. They're like, first of all, they don't say their names at the beginning. Okay, so how do we know what's going on?
You don't even
They
know
don't have
who
a
these
song.
guys are.
They don't
I
have a theme
legitimately,
song.
I fucking laughed my ass off when they're like, "Look at this! Somebody just shows up in the middle of the show, and they're not on mic, and they have a separate
Dana showed up.
conversation."
It was actually like really
You should get
a
them
great
to,
listen. Yeah,
You should get that bumped. You should get them to do Red Dude.
Yeah,
Cast.
but I guess
yeah,
it would have to happen like organically.
No, of course you don't reach out. Your
Yeah.
publicist.
Check us out.
Yeah, Greg, you should pose as your own publicist.
Speaking of which, I rewatched. It was like in 2013, Vice did like a little documentary on on Who Is Dad Boner. It's like a LA comic. This guy Mike Burns that had the Twitter account Dad Boner, which is like that video is perfect example of why you should never do anything fucking sincerely as a comedian. It's a mistake I've made in the past, but if you ever like take your bullshit project seriously and talk about the creative process, there's no way to not look like a fucking stupid
100%.
asshole.
Yeah.
And then, there's one part where he's like, at the time on the account, I had like 200 followers. Happened totally organically. 0 retweets, 0 ads. Oh Oh man, please delete
Yeah,
this.
That's
sucks.
rough.
Yeah.
I don't remember Dad Boner. Is he still around?
No, I have not. I mean, yeah,
I
the
know
account's
Dog
still there.
Boner.
Yeah, it's not Dog. That guy's hilarious.
That
yeah,
guy's
Dog
really
Boner's
funny.
funny as
What's
shit.
Dog
yeah.
Boner go? What's that about?
He's
He's
some
just
goody
a guy.
dude.
Yeah,
He's
he's
funny.
one of those guys that came out of like the something awful FIAD forums.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the people that were like the funniest on Twitter in like 2012.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this
kind of
guy Michael.
defined. Yeah,
Yeah.
He's
that
funny as shit.
style of comedy.
It's not like that Jew guy.
Which Jew guy?
Fat Jew.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
yeah. That
Yeah,
guy.
that's what
sucks.
he's in. That's what Greg's into. is Fat
I
Jew.
saw that guy walking.
That's what I like.
I saw that guy walking around Clinton Hill, and
you
it really
rush
got
him?
upset.
You should have fucked him up.
No.
It's on site. Fat Jew, if you ever see me on the fucking streets, bro, go the other way. It's on site.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna fuck your ass up. That's a fucking threat, brother.
Fat Greek coming for
yeah,
Fat
I'm the
Jew.
fat Greek.
Yeah, Fat Jew's. I guess he's like. There's like a clique of like New York City meme people that just steal, comedians.
That sucks so
comedians
hard.
memes. Yeah, there's
What a
a
bunch of fucking losers.
Jerry, the guy Jerry.
Fuck
yeah.
Jerry.
Oh,
Fuck Jerry.
Louis Katz is asking me if he can come on the show to promote his album coming out at the end of October. So I just said I'll promote it now.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah,
Everyone
Louis
check
the
out.
best.
Louis is great, and word
Although
on
he
the
did
street
drink
is
breast milk.
yes, he's
So maybe
into
we should have him on.
He's into titty milk, which I want more information on. Because somebody told me that, and at first I was like, "That's fucking," because he like looks like
Yeah.
he does. So you don't imagine that he does anything sexually.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I guess he was into titty milk.
yeah.
And then I heard subsequent to that it tastes like cereal milk, and I was like, "What?"
yeah.
Well, maybe Louis is on to something.
Yeah, I was the one who told you that, by the way.
Oh, were you?
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
do
yeah.
I
So
drink
maybe
the
we
fuck
should
out
get
of
him in
some
the
titty
mix.
milk right now.
Louis is the best. You know Louis?
Hey, shut the fuck
Yeah.
up, man. Greg, all right? Don't
man.
tell us who the
Applause.
fuck to have on the fucking show, all right?
Fuck you, Mister. Drives a fucking Sentra, thinks he's cool.
It's a fucking Corolla. It's a fucking Corolla, Greg. Greg accused me of driving a Sentra. Can you believe that shit, dude?
Oh
You
no!
look like a guy who
not
drives
Fuck
a
you.
Sentra.
Take it back, motherfucker. Go fuck a couple New York strips.
Yeah, man, I will.
Yeah,
That felt good.
Maybe you fucking should.
Yeah. What kind of steak was it? Because Adam and his Lower East Side upbringing could only fuck brisket.
I mean,
Yeah.
it was a London broil.
All we
had was
brisket. We had to fuck old
fuck
beets
London
to
broil.
pretend they were these beets. The beets were steak, but all we had money for was old beets and shoe. Maybe we live in poverty on Orchard Avenue, where my family we fuck whatever produce we could find, even though we only own 17 buildings.
My grandfather apparently his family was super poor, and they had boarders. Like they rented out rooms in their house to like make the rent, and he claims to have fucked like a 25-year-old woman.
Yeah, I
when he
know.
was
We've
12.
talked about this.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
this is
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
He raped her.
My grandfather was 12. My grandfather grew up very poor, and he raped so
This-
many girls.
This
in his
poor woman was seeking shelter in this dilapidated Jewish home, and then just a fucking horny ass teenager comes into her room, ties her up in the middle of the night.
Teenager, he's
and
12.
and has his way with her. This is in the 30s. When you're 12, you're 32
Yeah.
at that point,
Yeah.
dude. So yeah, pretty cool thing to be proud of.
Might
man.
have been the 20s.
Pretty cool thing
No,
to be proud of that
What, you
your
get a drill
grandfather sexually assaulted a woman.
Can you stop
Down on
saying
her
that
luck.
about my grandfather?
You brought it up, dude.
I just
You brought it up and described it and just didn't put the right label on it.
all these people.
Yeah, my grandfather, he actually held down and fucked a 4-year-old Chinese girl at gunpoint. It was like, your grandfather raped a 4-year-old? Come on, dude. You know people aren't going to let me live that down.
No, he did. No one in the Friedland family has ever committed sexual assault. Is that what you want to hear, Adam? Do you want us to cut this part out?
What?
Huh?
No, because they think
no.
for some reason they
Do the
think
sign if you want us to cut out this
when
part.
we cut an episode and for some reason some people think, or maybe because you guys said it, that the reason we cut it was because my grandfather. We talked about how my grandfather raped.
No, we did not say that.
But that's what people think. People think that. And then I was like, oh, yeah, we got to cut this because it's a deep family secret that my grandfather He wasn't a very nice person, but he's certainly not a rapist.
Wait,
I don't even like it.
that wasn't why we cut the episode?
No, that wasn't why we cut the episode. We cut it for like a different reason. But for some reason, the next episode, we're like, yeah, we had to cut that because we were talking about Adam's grandfather raping all those people. And then
How about
just
you,
people
Greg?
are like,
Anyone
you
ever commit rape in your family?
Well, besides me,
See, Adam, that's how you handle that kind of question, man.
thank you.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
know.
sorry that we're ruining Shana.
No, it's Yom Kippur.
All
Yeah.
right.
Oh, don't.
Tomorrow
There's
we'll
too
call
many
you.
vowels. Don't you? We can maybe cut a couple of them out.
Yeah, you have to
know?
buy a vowel in,
Yeah,
in
right.
Wheel
Yeah.
of Fortune.
They're not
why
great.
you
These
don't
aren't
use them.
consonants. We'll go all con. That's why there's no. That's why there's no vowels in the original fucking Old Testament. It's only consonants.
They cost too much.
Yeah, they don't have spaces or vowels because they're too expensive.
It's true. There's no vowels in the Hebrew language.
Yeah.
It's just drawings of like.
Would you like to buy a vowel? Absolutely not.
I've got a coupon 2-for-1 vowels.
Ooh, a Wheel of Fortune, and then they see where it says bankrupt, and they're like, "Stay away from that wheel." I don't even want the Kia Sonata anymore.
Oh
I
fuck.
just want to add that my only contribution to this podcast has been I masturbate to Stranger Things, I fuck 2 steaks,
Yep.
I admitted to rape.
Yeah, that's right.
That sounds good.
That's what we call the fucking
Dog.
trifecta. The Cumtown trifecta.
You've already contributed so much more
Than me.
than that.
Yeah, that's a brilliant contribution.
That's rich, dude.
That's 3 for
well,
3.
that's the thing. You ate the steaks you jacked off with. That's
We all
big,
ate them.
dude.
Yeah.
We all ate them.
In a way, we did, man.
Yeah.
Spiritually. And guys, if you like
you're
that,
from New
please.
Jersey?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Were you from Jersey?
No.
No, he's from
No.
Vegas.
No. But you said Wildwood.
Yeah, Wildwood, New Jersey.
Was that your beach?
It's one of the many beaches.
Yeah, Jersey's
Like,
got a lot of beaches.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You ever hit up OCMD?
Yeah, I think I have. That bar
Really?
place with the dancing?
Secrets.
Secrets.
Secrets, of
Yeah,
course.
that's where
Yeah.
Cumfest is going to be.
Secrets is the best. I made out with 3 women in one night.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a lot for
damn.
me.
It's a disgusting
It's
bar.
secrets.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
know how to fuck. I was too scared. But like, you could come in from the sea. Like, it's
Yeah.
got a beach entrance. So we came in via boat. And I just saw some girls like, "What's up?" And she was like, "What's up?" And then we
Nice.
started making out. And I was like, "That's what happens when you come in via boat at Secrets."
Yeah.
You're supposed to
Secrets.
keep those things secret. Like Adam's family. That's where his grandfather
dark-
would hang out. He's hanging out at
Grandfather seems
Secrets.
like a cool dude.
He wasn't that cool of a guy.
You can just make out with any girl you want. They can't stop you. How many girls have I raped? 1, 2, 3,
Wait,
Oh.
Secrets for real?
5, 6.
They count it, yeah.
It's like 2 hours later. 273. 274.
That would be such a slow count. 2 hours later, he's only at 273. He just stopped to think about how much he liked raping for an hour and a half, and then he finished. We have not. There's nothing official on the books about Cumfest being at Secrets, but
That's the
we
dream.
got to make it happen.
That's
next
the
year.
dream
We
right
gotta
now.
have
Secrets is
Cumfest
the
at
best.
Secrets.
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
have
No,
you
we
guys-
could do that. We could totally book a festival at Secrets.
Yeah, dude, we should do Cumfest.
We should do Cumfest, dude.
Yeah.
I know.
But like off season.
Yes.
December. The winter.
freezing cold
Yeah.
on the beach.
Bro,
February.
no joke. We should go. We should go like
Ocean
either
City,
for your
Maryland.
birthday or my birthday. We should
Yeah.
do Cumfest at Ocean City, Maryland in December or February.
Yeah, dude. Just bring down, get a van, bring down comics from New York we like. You know, just put on like, just do it like
Greg,
Skanks
you're
Fest where
there.
there's 35 different showcase shows with the same 7 comedians on every show. Just a different spot. Lewis coming up. Okay, we're going to put you on first. And it's like, Lewis, this is just you pretending to be good at logistics.
yeah,
Yeah, and all the stages have to be named after our sponsors.
of
Yeah.
course.
All right, well, that's the show, everybody. Get excited. Stay tuned for Cumfest
Did we
at
find-
Secrets in
did we
Ocean
find out
City,
about Nashville?
Maryland.
No, we don't yet.
Okay.
But
Find out about what? The November?
Nashville.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, all of those. Nashville, Atlanta,
Charlotte.
Charlotte, Chattanooga, Hattiesburg, Vicksburg,
Are we doing Vicksburg?
Bull Run.
Bull Run, Appomattox.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're doing a whole
Sumter.
Civil War type
But
thing.
for real, this weekend, please come to Chicago and see me. And in Detroit, I sold the Friday show is sold out on the 21st, 22nd. There's 2 Saturday shows. Let's sell those motherfuckers out at the Lincoln Lodge, and then in Detroit, I'm on there on the 23rd of Sunday, a weird like 6:00 early show. But come hang out, and then maybe we'll have time to do stuff later.
And then the next day is Funny Moms.
And the next day is Funny Moms on the
Cool.
24th. And of course, listen to the motherfucking Rad Dude cast with our boy Gregory.
Thank you, sir.
And our other, we had such a blast with you and Brendan. Brendan was fucking great, dude.
That was a great
Brendan's
app.
great.
Yeah, you should have been more like Brendan.
Yeah,
I know, man. I was a little tired.
Do you have
I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking
do you have
with you.
any plugs?
Come on.
Do you have anything to plug?
Check out the Red Dude.
Also,
cast.
yeah,
Who
on the
cares?
Brandon one, we talked about how you're the funniest guy in the world.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we sucked you off pretty
Maybe,
good.
Damn,
maybe
man, I
not
really
on
came
the
in weak. I
show,
should've
but
came in
after.
No,
stronger.
you did great. That, no joke, that fucking steak story is hilarious, Greg.
Oh, thanks.
That's one of the funniest things of all
It's
time.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So listen to that. Anything else, Greggy boy?
Nah, man. That's just listen to the Rad Dude cast. That's all it means anything to me.
Greg's
And then
Yeah,
we
Rad
are-
Dudecast making their podcast festival debut at Cumfest.
Secrets December.
Cumfest 2022. Adam's dead. Surprisingly, me and Stav are the ones that live.
Yeah, who would have thought? Yeah. That would be wild if I didn't die.
Stav gets kitchen sober. I get mind sober.
Bro, if I could clean... Yeah. I mean, anyway. Whatever.
Can you imagine, like, if you went on like a Matt Kazam juice bender,
Hell yeah.
and like got real thin, and you're
For
one
like
of those like
3 years of my life.
those pussy necked fat guys,
Yeah.
where like your head, your skull already
Is he
became
the Vegas
fat.
guy?
Who, Matt Kazam?
Yeah, didn't he move out to Vegas?
Maybe, I don't know. He's a good guy. I like Matt. But
Yeah, that is
loves
true,
you-
though.
He got really into juice, and his like whole social media presence was like, guess who's making juice?
Yeah.
It's like juice again, and it's like, yeah, I understand you're not fat anymore, but
I know. I'm scared
it
of
looks
that.
like shit.
I'm scared of that exact thing, that pussy neck thing. Like, fucking... What's his face from Penn and Teller, the guy who wasn't...
Penn Jillette.
Yeah.
Well,
his neck straight looks like a pussy.
But here's the thing,
Straight
man.
up.
He's a
The older
libertarian.
you get and stay fat, the more your risk you are of that if you ever lose weight.
true.
If you just never stop, you're gonna die at like 34 probably.
No,
if you
not
continue,
34.
if you continue living your life this way.
56. 56 at least.
You think 56?
Yeah, for sure.
No way.
Come on, Bobby's
You think
still
what-
alive. Bobby
Bobby was not fat his entire life.
That's true, but he's
you need
gotten
to look
very
at,
fat.
You need to look at Belushi, at Chris Farley.
No, they were also doing drugs. I stopped doing cocaine.
You
It's
weren't
bad for my
doing
heart.
that much cocaine.
Yeah, but I don't do it anymore.
What do you mean? You did cocaine like once every 2 months. That wasn't the thing that was bringing
Yeah, but
you
it's
down.
bad for your heart. That's what killed those guys. Is
So
speedballs.
is eating a shit ton of food
No,
all
it
the
was
time.
speedballs more.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people did as much cocaine as Chris Farley and Belushi, and that didn't kill them. It was definitely the fact that they were fat.
Yeah, fat plus cocaine.
Yeah,
Only fat?
yeah, but
Make it to 58.
Look, man, you're losing teeth. You're losing the
the
ability
tooth
to
has
walk.
nothing to do with me being fat. That is not being because I'm fat. That was just freak accident. Technically, I did eat it on a chicken wing, so maybe in a roundabout way, it was being
Yeah.
fat.
With you, everything's a roundabout way.
But anyway, I'm gonna live to the beautiful age of 58 or 59 at least, and Greg will live forever. Of
course.
And
We're gonna die on
Adam,
the same day, man.
Adam will die
plan.
soon and join his grandfather in
Dude,
hell.
I'm telling you, I'll be honest with you. I'm really excited about Cumfest. Also, as soon as summer ended, I immediately feel a million times better. Fuck
Yeah.
summer. Now that it's fall, I feel great.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
it's like
fucking summer is such a bullshit season.
It's been raining for a week. It's kind of nice.
Yeah,
Seattle vibe.
dude, I love fall. I
Cobain.
fucking love fall so much, man.
Yeah, me
Sitting
too.
outside, reflecting on wins and losses.
I love it.
You know, just accepting it all. That's great. Get a little pipe.
Yeah.
Smoke some pipe tobacco.
Yeah.
You smoke a pipe, Greg?
No, I just like to get
You
high.
get wet, Greg? You ever get wet, Greg?
I like to get high on my
It's not about what you know. It's about what you can prove.
Having
You guys should come
Training
over.
day.
I'd love to come
Yeah.
over, dude.
How about
We're both
how about
storyboards.
training day? But it's Denzel Washington using a series of increasingly larger butt plugs to train his ass.
Training day.
Yeah. You ever get fucked in your ass, Jake? Pine Sol, Jake.
See-
That's what the asshole smells like.
I don't know. This ain't what I signed up for,
Yeah,
man. Just on all fours, reluctantly getting plugged.
Yeah.
Do yourself a favor if you haven't. Look up monologue training day monologue, and there's nothing but and start from the lowest hits.
Yeah.
It's nothing but black actors trying to do the monologues from Training Day, and the range is amazing.
That's hilarious.
There's some people who are outside in a leather jacket. There's one guy who's just at his kitchen table.
I
and
love
he's like,
those.
Jake.
That's incredible.
Dude, it's I watched them for hours.
I love those. I found this Indian guy one time. You do that with audition videos, monologue videos, and then impression videos. And there was this Indian guy I found one time who's like, it's like Prakash Prinjabharjania does fucking like Dustin Hoffman, and then it shows him in his house, and he's got this whole like professional VO setup with the mic and then the windscreen and the pop screen, and it's like, this is Dustin Hoffman from Kramer versus Kramer. Why cannot I not have my kids? Because you can have your kids, but I cannot have my kids. I do not want to get divorced. I am not the one who wants to divorce. Just so far off.
Yeah.
Want to get divorced.
That's incredible.
Man, let me see if I can find that guy. Dustin. Here, talk for a second, because I wanted to see if I can put this in.
Yeah, dude, that sounds very good. The
Dude,
Training Day
You'll
shit.
spend. I go to bed at like 7 a.m.
I love
because I was
that.
like, I just watched like almost all of them.
How did you get on
I was
that?
messaging them because Anthony and I do a thing where we only watch
Yeah.
videos that have under 1,000 views.
Beautiful.
And like we saw one, and then we were like, "There's got to be more."
Yeah.
and
Here
then
we
it
go.
just like
This is Dustin Hoffman. The Dustin Hoffman impression by Nihar.
For the past 6 months, I've been spitting blood to get this agency one of the biggest accounts it's ever had. At 5 o'clock in the afternoon, we got the account. At 8 o'clock, I come with the vice president who says I'm going to be the next creative director of this department. I come through the door to share with my wife what happens to be one of the 5 best days of my life, and she looked at me and says, "You don't want to live with me anymore."
Is that his Dustin Hoffman?
That's his Dustin Hoffman.
he was setting it up. That's incredible.
It's Kramer versus Kramer.
The fact is, for the past 6 months, I've been spitting blood to get this agency one of the biggest accounts it's ever had. At 5 o'clock in the afternoon, we got the account. At 8 o'clock, I come with the vice president who says I'm going to be the next creative director of this department. I come through the door to share with my wife what happens to be one of the 5 best days of my life, and she looked at me and says, "You don't want to live with me anymore."
wow.
Yeah, no, his YouTube is Nihar the Artist,
Hell yeah.
and he's just got a million of these.
And ask him ask him about Bert and Ernie.
Yeah. Go to
Call him up.
DM Nihar. Ask
Here we
him
go.
who gets fucked.
Here's his
Bert or Ernie.
his video, 5 Hollywood impressions in 2 minutes.
Yes.
So
hell yeah.
I'll play all of these, and then we'll guess which ones are which.
Okay.
Mr. Dewey, Truman Capote from the New Yorker. Mr. Dewey, I wonder when we could arrange an interview. Sometime to talk. Oh, it's the hardest when someone has a notion about you. It's impossible to convince them otherwise. Ever since I was a child, folks have thought they had me pegged. Because of the way I am. You know, the way I talk. And they're always wrong.
Incredible.
That I cannot do. We've known each other many years, but this is the first time you ever came to me for counsel or for help. I can't remember the last time you invited me to your home for a cup of coffee. Even though my wife was a godmother to your only child.
I want to know what happened to the plans that they sent you.
You are part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor. Last night we said a great many things. You said I was to do the thinking for both of us. Well, I've done a lot of it since then, and it all adds up to one thing. You're getting on the plane with Victor where you belong.
This is fucking incredible.
You've got to listen to me. You have any idea what you'd have to look forward to if you stayed here? 9 chances out of 10 we would wind up in a concentration camp.
Funny how? I mean, what's funny about it? Oh, Anthony. He's a big boy. He knows what he said. What did he say? Funny how? No, I don't know. You said it. How do I know?
I mean, these are like a little bit better than like the.
No, dude,
that's
that's
all
unbelievable.
They're all just kind of close enough that you kind of get it.
Well, you wouldn't
Yeah.
recognize it, but do you know what the first one was?
No, I missed the first
Philip
one.
Seymour Hoffman.
Truman Capote,
It's-
right?
yeah, Truman Capote.
Yeah.
But like all of the impressions, you can't do an impression and be like, you know, like, hey, it's me, Robert De Niro. Here I am. Here comes fucking Robert De Niro. You know, man.
Fuck.
And people are like, is that Robert De Niro?
That was
Wow.
incredible.
Yeah.
Whoa, fuck.
Yeah.
I think did I just...
I don't even. Here's me. You do not come to my wedding. You have never come to me before this. And you come to me on this the day of my daughter's wedding. When my wife asks you for sugar, you do not give her. And now you ask me this on the day of my daughter's wedding. As the Godfather, also known as Marlon Brando.
Shouts out. So everyone, guys, please go check out the Rad Dudecast and more importantly, Nihar's impressions on YouTube.
And just absolutely abuse this guy.
No.
Blow up his comments.
Only Adam is saying that.
Yeah, just ruin this guy's life.
All right.
Dox him.
That's
All
the
right.
show. Come see me in Chicago, Detroit this weekend. Come see us in Australia next month. Thank you. Goodbye, everyone. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.